Within the crowd gathered around elders, singers, and organizers, emotions of remembrance, resilience, sadness, and anger cut through the cold winter air and rain. The march from Centennial Square to the legislature is meant to bring attention to the 231 calls for justice formulated by the National Inquiry into Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls.
And we are the highest number of people that are missing and murdered.
Organizer Monique May is grateful that the number of people coming to the march grows every year, but she's also aware that the list of names missing is getting bigger.
I want people to know that every woman, every girl, every 2S LGBTQIA+ person, they're a human being. They had a story, they were loved, they are worthy, and they need justice.
And those who are missing or murdered, their stories were front and center at today's march. Their faces printed on posters and blankets from their loved ones, standing in the rain with their grief as well as their will to not give up searching.
Our lives were shattered. We didn't know what happened. Cold case. We hear stories and it's not good. And I don't repeat it.
Helen Jo holds back tears remembering her sister who was murdered almost 48 years ago. Her sister was found in a ditch outside of Duncan. Jo, along with her family, have been marching for the past 16 years, refusing to let her memory fade and still fighting for answers. Like Jo, Josephine Henry is also fighting back the pain of having not one, but two family members that have been reported missing or murdered.
I took it pretty hard because he was my best friend, and he really helped out with my kids. And then now I have my late baby sister. I honor her because she was one of them that helped search for my brother when she was around.
The deep emotions of sadness and reflection can be felt on every single beat of the drum. And with every beat, it raises up those who are trying to fight for change by putting one foot in front of the other.
We went back to the national report of the 231 calls to action, and we were reminded that there are fundamental things individually that we can do.
Do you feel like the media is doing a good job when it comes to covering this issue?
There are 4 calls to action in the report specific to media. So we are reminding media to go back to the report, to make sure that you share the stories from a decolonization view.
Although Indigenous people make up only 4% of this country's population, Indigenous women account for 16% of female homicide victims and 11% of missing women.
If you or anybody you know was triggered by this story, please know that there is emotional help available 24 hours a day by contacting the MMIW 24-hour helpline. It's here on your screen at 1-844-413-6649.